Welcome again, and we're glad you're back with us today. Today we're looking at a common blind spot that quietly predicts the next serious incident. Let's start with our leading question. What if near misses are warning signs you are overlooking? Most serious incidents do not begin with a catastrophic failure, which means the real starting point is usually a near miss that seems minor, routine, or not worth reporting. A tool slips, but no one is hurt. A chemical container leaks slightly but is caught in time. Nothing bad happened, so work continues. A vehicle brakes suddenly but avoids collision. At first, it still looks fine because production keeps moving and the moment passes. But underneath, risk is already present and controls may be weakening without anyone naming it. A near miss is not a lucky escape because it is evidence that a hazard existed, exposure occurred, and the outcome could have been worse under slightly different timing, positioning, or conditions. In practice, every near miss confirms three things at once. The hazard was there, a control failed or was bypassed or weakened, and the system relied on luck rather than design to prevent harm. Many workplaces treat near misses as noise because the outcome was small. However, the size of the outcome does not reflect the size of the risk, and that mismatch is exactly why near misses are valuable. A falling object that misses a worker by inches carries the same energy and hazard as one that strikes, so the only difference was timing and position, not the underlying exposure pathway. If near misses are talked about but not acted on, the organization is effectively choosing to learn later, and later usually means after injury, damage, or loss. Let's explore the reasons behind the disregard for near misses, particularly in safety-focused workplaces. Reporting near misses is frequently ignored due to a combination of work pressure, how they're perceived, and the reporting culture, which can make it seem futile or hazardous. Employees might feel reporting is time-consuming, results in blame, or is ineffective, whereas managers could dismiss near misses as routine operational events rather than valuable safety data. Eventually, not reporting becomes the norm. Patterns can also be found in near misses. These are not random, as they tend to group near certain tasks, equipment, locations, and decision pressures. Reviewing them together reveals system weaknesses, such as repeated slips in one area indicating housekeeping or drainage issues, dropped loads suggesting lift planning or communication failures, and recurring splashes highlighting PPE or handling mistakes. When organizations observe these developments, they replace guesswork with solutions for fundamental problems, leading to more robust safeguards before a foreseeable event occurs. Failing to acknowledge near misses generates a deceptive impression of system success, since no injuries occurring can readily lead to the assumption that both the controls and the procedures are functioning correctly. In reality, near misses often signal that controls are being bypassed, weakened, or applied inconsistently. If work goes unaddressed by accountability, cutting corners becomes standard. Greater exposure consequently leaves the system susceptible, meaning minor alterations can trigger significant problems. Near misses could be the sole indicator of a workplace's decline into failure. When it comes to detecting early indications of trouble, the part played by leaders is of paramount importance. When leaders treat near misses as safety intelligence, not minor incidents, reporting goes up and blame goes down, giving them the choice to hide them or use them for learning. Employees are more vocal when they observe constructive responses rather than punitive ones. Strong leaders regularly inquire about near misses, react promptly and openly, and communicate resultant changes, fostering a feedback loop that enhances trust and engagement. Good reporting systems falter without reinforcement as culture dictates their usage. Here's some micro tips that can help. 1. Treat every near miss as evidence, not luck, because a hazard was present, exposure occurred, and a control weakened or failed, which means the same pathway can produce injury next time if nothing changes. 2. Make reporting fast and blame-free, because complicated systems and fear of discipline suppress weak signals, which leads to hidden risk and predictable incidents later. 3. Look for clusters, not single events, because repeated near misses around the same task, area, or equipment reveal system weaknesses that individual reviews often miss. 4. Challenge the illusion of control, because the absence of injury does not prove the system works, and ongoing shortcuts quietly increase exposure until a small change triggers a major event. 5. Close the loop visibly, because when workers see corrective action and communication after reporting, trust rises and participation strengthens, which improves early detection of risk. And 6. Convert data into prevention, because tracking trends, finding root causes, and updating controls turns near misses from ignored events into a practical system for stopping serious incidents before they occur. If you want OH&S support that helps you catch weak signals early, and you want near misses to drive real prevention instead of getting buried, visit calgarysafetyconsultants.ca and reach out. Our aim is to help you convert near misses into tangible improvements through easy reporting, lower blame potential, and observable follow-up. Recognizing that near misses typically highlight control deficiencies, we examine your near miss information for trends, verify field occurrences, and pinpoint recurring hazards linked to specific tasks, equipment, or pressures. Then we strengthen the system where it is drifting by updating hazard assessments, procedures, and critical controls so they match real work conditions. And by coaching supervisors on how to ask about near misses, respond quickly, and communicate what changed. Consequently, employees voice concerns earlier, managers can check safeguards during regular tasks, and your safety initiative shifts from being reactive post-injury to proactive and consistent.